I'm the Municipal Chief Executive for Kwabri East. See, I can say on authority, based on what I've came to see, if we talk of the acquitted and discharged earlier municipality, so far as this committee is concerned, I believe it's Kwabri East, in the sense that it takes a good leader to always make sure the right thing is done. I'm a disciplinarian. And my officers I came to meet also understand it. I've been an assembly member for years in the municipality, in the party. I was a constituency vice chairman, and before I assumed responsibility as the the municipal chief executive, I was a parliamentary candidate. And in my private life, I was a teacher. And the last work I did was, the position I held was municipal training and public relations officer. And so coming to this work is something that I have knowledge already. And so when I assumed office, the first thing I did was to call for the auditor's report. So I read through the auditor's report and I saw some of the areas where we fall short, and I asked them to put things in place. And I started with them in earnest. And so if you go to the status of some of the infractions that were raised, you could see that everything is done, because it's something that I have that passion to work. My MP like this, you see, they didn't ask anything about my MP and myself. I've always been telling people that it's not about me, it's not about the MP, it's about the municipality. Let's see how we can uplift the image of Kwabri East. Because Kwabri East initially was known to be the municipality of deplorable roads. Roads, we don't have them, everything, water, not there, illumination. I mean, when I talk of illumination, I'm talking of lighting system. That was very bad. But as I speak with you, with the CNC, we are able to put things down. And even yesterday like this, I was speaking to a very prominent person in the community who has volunteered that if we have to do a proper, light, the street lighting, he will help us in getting a lot of this street lighting, not using the assembly's money. You understand? Because I live in the community, I know the problems that we have in the community. So I'm putting in measures to help that the community or the municipality become of a good one that you can rely on. I believe in investment. People should come in to the municipality. You understand? So I've been talking to people outside, and I have to create the enabling environment for people to also come. That's how come they call me Mr. Decongestion. That's what they call me. Yes, along the road, before you can come to Kwabri, it's initially because of voting pattern and the way people vote. If I to mention it very well, the old previous administration, they think that when they decongest the communities, suddenly people will be annoyed and they will not vote for them. But I have told them that it's not about voting for me. It's not about voting for my government. It's about making sure we put the community into a sound footing that will attract investors. Because 20 kilo. As I speak with you, go there and see things for yourself. Everybody is praising Amankwa. And for the first time in the history of Kwabri politics, I am the only MCE that in working visit of vice president has come to the municipality. First time. Always they come there for politicking. They come and do their campaign and go. But this time as I speak with you, just last 29th of last month, the vice president was there. He came to visit us to look at some of these projects that are legacy projects, especially Mampontin Jubilee Market. And so come there and see things for yourself. Amankwa is doing what I know how to do, or things I know to do, and that's what I'm doing. I've always been saying this. You see, I'm a teacher. And when I came, the first thing I did was to embark on this second cycle schools tour. And I visited all the schools, including a private school that we have there. We have one private school called Our Lady of Grace. Yes, and that school too, I visited it. And so what I did was, I told my school, the government school, to compare themselves with that of the private school that is there. So if you look at those schools, the 6 secondary schools is nothing to mention or write home about, because in terms of beautification. So I've asked that very soon we are going to do a award of roads, the inner city roads of the other communities that are not captured on the secondary city roads. So we're hooking all the secondary schools that we have. And as I even speak with you, the former administration, what they did was they laid some gutters in some of the areas. And for secondary schools like this, when you go, the gutters are laid. but contractor is not on site, which we've spoken a lot or at length on it, that contractor will come to site. And then when you go to Adamwa Secondary School, like this, is also the same thing. But except Sims, German Pensign, and that of Adventist Girls. These are the schools that don't have any contractor working on their roofs. I mean, the beautification, the bituminous roads that we have in the schools. So we're going to work very hard to make sure the next contract that we are going to work in terms of road will add these schools to it. Kofi Ajay that he mentioned is not obsession. It's also one of it. We're also going to make sure we tie the schools. We don't have a model school there. So I told them before the end of my tenure as the municipal chief executive, 4-year term that is given to the president, and I believe strongly the president will let me work. If we to work for the 4 years to elapse, we're going to make sure that at least we'll get one secondary school that will be of standard. We have grade B schools, but we have to get grade A schools. You understand? Because infrastructure is also one of it. You go to the schools, you see a lot of them, they have legacy projects, especially Get Fund projects. A lot of them are they are stalled, which we've written through the regional minister to the appropriate ministries, and I believe for the Get Fund Secretariat, and I've also gotten some response that they are going to pay contractors for them to come to site. So very soon, Kwabri is going to be a place that it will interest you to come and witness things.